Silence is a lesson learned through life's many sufferings. Seneca. We have been conditioned to believe that words are power, that the loudest voice is the strongest. But tell me, when has the wind ever moved the mountain? Noise is the refuge of the weak, a desperate attempt to fill the void where discipline should reside. The Stoics understood this well. Epictetus, once a slave, did not waste his breath on complaints. He knew that words mean nothing without action. Marcus Aurelius, ruler of an empire, held counsel within his own mind before ever speaking to another. And Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, once took a vow of silence so he might learn the language of wisdom instead of the language of the crowd. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Epictetus. When we speak, we reveal ourselves, our weaknesses, our impulses, our undisciplined thoughts. But when we remain silent, we gather strength, we observe, we understand. We become dangerous not because we wield words recklessly, but because we have mastered the art of restraint. Silence is not passivity, it is control. It is the pause before the strike, the breath before the storm. Consider the moments when anger flares within us. The weak man erupts, throwing words like daggers, regretting them the instant they leave his lips. But the strong man, he waits. He lets the fire burn without letting it escape, and in his silence, he becomes unshakable. If you wish to be in control of your emotions, begin by controlling your tongue. Marcus Aurelius. What happens when you stop talking? You become a mirror to the world. You see the insecurities of others in their endless need to be heard. You see their dependence on validation, their addiction to noise. And you remain still, untouched, watching, learning, growing. So let them talk, let them waste their breath, let them reveal their weaknesses. We will listen. We will hold our silence like a blade, sharp and ready. And when we finally choose to speak, our words will cut through the noise like thunder in a quiet sky. But silence is not just the absence of words. It is the presence of thought, the place where true understanding is forged. In the stillness, we find clarity. In the void, we discover who we truly are. Have you ever sat alone in silence and felt discomfort creeping in? That is the mind, desperate for distraction. It resists silence because silence forces it to confront itself. The untrained mind drowns in noise. The disciplined mind thrives in stillness. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. When we silence the world around us, we hear something deeper, our own voice, stripped of ego and illusion. The voice that does not need approval. The voice that does not seek attention. The voice that is ours and ours alone. This is why the wise withdraw from the constant flow of words, not out of fear, but out of power, because they understand what others do not. Words spoken in haste are weapons turned against their wielder. There is power in not reacting, power in not explaining yourself to those unworthy of understanding, power in observing while others expose their ignorance. The world will try to pull you into its noise. It will tempt you to justify yourself, to argue, to prove. Resist. Let your actions speak where words are unnecessary. Let your silence become your strength. A wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool speaks because he must say something. Plato. This is the power of silence.